G'day everyone, I've been working on a little character entertainer skeleton, I guess, something that I wanted to, hide under the ground all the moving pieces, but still have a range of motion that was quite usable and interesting. And the benefit of this is obviously you can skin him. So as a skeleton structure, you can go in and decorate him and change his look. And if you've got your own full custom character, you can use this skeleton as a basis for the animations. And I'm still working out all the movements that I can get while keeping things hidden underground. It's been quite a pain, but anyway, we're getting there, and I thought I'd give you a sneak peek. Cheers. So if you want to see what's going on underground, let's have a look. I'll pull him up very quickly. Yowza. So we've got joints for the arms and hands and elbows, and a few little bobs for the legs, and it's quite complex. So I've got all these sequences here that I've been messing with. Let's have a look. So when we press play, you can see what's going on. The whole goal obviously is to keep everything below the ground, and one technique and a trick that I figured out was creating a joint that basically has no visible motors anywhere, and that is called, well, it's caused by moving these motors way off screen, like behind the hills way out there, and that is extremely fiddly and painful. Like everything in moving platforms. And the goal, I guess, for me is how can we create something reusable. So yeah, it's a monstrosity, but if you want to put it in your park, I'll have the blueprint up eventually once I've figured out the final motions, and you can go ahead and skin it. As I said, I think that one of the challenges at the moment is our ability to sort of get 90% of the way with what we have. And so really what I'm looking for is these keyframe animations, or something a lot simpler, just where we can have one joint and be able to move it in all directions and program it. Would be amazing. It would add so much for our creativity in the game. So until then, we're sort of limited this way. If you're wondering what these little sticks are sticking out, I find that as a really useful technique. So you can move these up along the relative axis of the motors, and then you can see exactly where it's going to hit. So that's hitting that hip joint right there. And why have I got so many motors? Well, you've got different types of offset moving platforms to create all sorts of motions. So you might want to half oscillate, or you might want to rotate, basically 30 degrees and then have it pause for a little bit. So you need a whole stack of motors to do that. I keep calling them motors, but they're moving platforms. These ones down here are like our little sliders that go up and down. So yeah, there's quite a lot going on, and as I said, if we play one of these animations, you can see it all happening behind the scenes. If you're wondering how the guests are standing around and enjoying this character, basically I put underground here another entertainer, and you can see he's working hard in a sort of piece of path that's completely isolated. And we've got a couple of barriers just to prevent the guests walking into that space. Works quite well, and I guess you can think of this entertainer as this one. Maybe he's a puppeteer, I don't know. But anyway, there you go. That's a nice little hack for you. If you want to create a sort of vista point where people come and look at your items, you can bury an entertainer under the ground. Oh, and I need to name this guy. So, maybe you can help me with some ideas in the comment. I don't know what to call him, but yeah, my little skeleton biped humanoid needs a name. And of course, my obligatory snow post in my very empty park. As always, I haven't had much time to build. So do thank you for sticking with me as we experiment and try new things, as always, on this channel. Until then, hope you have a wonderful Christmas, and we'll see you soon. Bye. Wave goodbye.